Trust me, guys, it's a topic that I didn't really want to be discussing because to me, if the Montreal Canadiens were to ever lift the Stanley Cup, I would love Gallagher to be one of, if not the first guy to pick that thing up and raise it over his head. Everything he's done and given to this franchise and the love affair between the Montreal Canadiens fan base and Brendan Gallagher, it's been amazing. I would love to see this guy finish out his career as a Montreal Canadien. And I know a lot of you guys are in that boat, but let's be real here. The style of play that Gallagher has, crashing the net and taking any pain necessary to make a play or score a goal. I mean, he doesn't have the flashiest hands, doesn't have the flashiest shot, the best hockey sense, okay, the best speed. What he has is grit, determination, perseverance. He gets under guys' skin, okay, he's in front of the net. That's where he makes his living here. And to me, that's somebody who's injury prone and somebody who's already 30 years old now. This ain't young Gally who was playing with, Gallagher and Galchenyuk coming up the ranks. Look at this awesome young kid. He's a steal for the Habs, sneakily one of the best players. Brendan Gallagher is not sneaking up on anybody anymore. He's 30 years old, and teams know that he's going to be in the top six of the Montreal Canadiens. Well, at least he's going to be paid like it for the next long while, and they know how to defend him. That doesn't mean he's not going to score. It doesn't mean he's not going to produce. He's still going to fight through, but they know what to expect from this guy now, and he's not a kid anymore. And I'd be fine if Gally was out here making $4 million. Okay, if he was making even 5, I could tolerate it if it was for a reasonable term. But the problem is that Gallagher has a full no-move clause from now until 2027. Okay, so that's a long, long time. That's 5 more seasons. A 35-year-old Brendan Gallagher. And this is the part that should scare Habs fans to their core. $6.5 million. And you add that on top of the $10.5 that Carey Price is making. You add that on top of Nick Suzuki's money, Cole Caufield's money, which is going to be coming up soon, and all the other... Because look, we know that the Habs, they're rebuilding right now. They're trying to turn over the core, and they're going to have a couple of stars who are going to come out of here. You're going to see whether it's Pierre Dubois, whether it's Jonathan Huberdeau. They're still paying Drouin a lot of money. There's a lot of guys who are making good money. David Savard's contract doesn't look too great right now. So there is going to be a cap crunch here at some point. And at some point, they're going to hit a fork in the road, and they're going to have to say, hey, either we ship off guys like Gallagher, or we won't be able to sign our young gun stars, our young gun very good players. You want them to be able to sign guys like Caden Gooley, like Justin Barron, like Arbor Xhekaj, like juraj Slafkovsky after his entry-level contract. And in order to do that, Gally may have to be sacrificed. So a lot of people are going to tell me, why would you do it now? Why would you sell incredibly low on a guy who just scored 7 goals in 56 games this past season? Well, to me, I think that a lot of teams would look at Brendan Gallagher. I mean, I look at a team like Tampa Bay, or even a team like Colorado, teams who know they're going to go deep in the playoffs. A team like the Florida Panthers, for example. Yes, they're tight on cap space, but these are the types of guys that you bring in and you put them on your third line, and that's what gets you over the hump or keeps you over the hump, is recycling guys like that. And from Gallagher's perspective, he would absolutely waive his no-move clause to go to Colorado or to go to Tampa to win a Stanley Cup. Absolutely. So to me, those teams, they're in a cap crunch. They would absolutely give good assets to the Montreal Canadiens back for Brendan Gallagher. And of course, we're talking draft picks here, but for a good team like that, like Colorado or Tampa or Florida, for example, their first round pick's going to be in the late 20s or even in the 30s here. So it's probably more likely they get young, good prospects for Brendan Gallagher. And I understand the thinking of Ken Hughes of, if you're going to trade him, wait till maybe the trade deadline when hopefully he's got 17, 18, dare I even say 20 plus goals, and you can sell high on Gallagher. Because honestly, if you sell him right now, I personally think just given his reputation in the league, you could still get something good for him because you know what you're going to get from a healthy Brendan Gallagher. But I think teams and GMs are going to be salivating if they go into the trade deadline and the dude's already got 20 goals. So again, to me, I do think they are going to end up trading him at some point. I wouldn't say in the near future, but it's not too far off, in my opinion. I don't think Brendan Gallagher is going to be held on to for too much longer, because if you run into a situation where he's got 3 10-goal seasons in a row and he's 33 years old, you're really in tough, and all of a sudden his contract becomes unmovable, basically. So I think this contract is a ticking time bomb, and you got to throw it away before it becomes absolutely unmovable here. So I know the fan base and the team loves Gallagher, but that's something that absolutely needs to be looked at for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is Gallagher a guy that you move right now? Do you wait at the trade deadline? Or do you just make Gallagher a lifelong Montreal Canadien and say, hey, we're keeping you? Let me know in the comments down below what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe if you're new. Bye.